I'm losing my mind. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm EJ. You're you, and this is my channel. And today, I'm doing a freaking interior, and I am not super happy about that. But you know what? I'm gonna do it. I have a little hypothetical situation for you guys. Do you ever say, hey, tomorrow morning, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna go on a run. I'm gonna run many miles. And you know in the back of your head, you know, I should be doing this, but I probably won't. So you reach out to your friend, Daniel, let's say. And you know that Daniel always goes on runs. So if you say, hey, Daniel, let's go on a run tomorrow, Daniel is gonna show up in your apartment at 7:30 in the frickin' morning, and he's gonna say, hey, let's go on a run. So you're kind of doing this because you're like, I know that it'll be good for me, and I know I should do it, but I don't want to. So you kind of like force yourself into doing it. That's kind of what happened with this because, you know, my friends, Twaffy, QB Crossing, Console Cato, Katie on Calicove, List the Last, Lex Play, they were like, hey, let's do another one of those design collabs. And I was like, let's do an interior build. Reader, that was stupid of me. I don't like interiors. I frankly think that nothing should be inside. So here we are. Now, the theme for this build, it was very easy. I was supposed to make a studio apartment, and that meant that I had to have a bathroom. That meant I had to have a kitchen. I had to have a bedroom, and I had to have like a living area, okay? And I had to do that in an 8x8 grid. Now, because I knew that this was going to be a joyless task for me, I decided to give myself some joy and build it for Tangy, who, if you don't know, I would die for Tangy. What, cat? My cat is yelling at me. Kind of like I'm yelling at previous EJ right now as I'm sitting here trying to do this build, looking through frickin' wallpapers and figuring out that I don't like any of them. I don't know what kind of apartment she has. I don't know what kind of studio she has, but you know, I could probably terraform her something, but oh wait, I don't like doing interiors. But you know what interiors are? They're evil. And I'm not even gonna say they're a necessary evil. Why do you have to go into my house? Why do you wanna see what the inside of my house looks like, huh? Perv, get out of my house. That's what I have to say. You want to walk in and see furniture on the... No, get out. How about does this look like an IKEA? No. So I need to figure out where the frickin' bathroom is gonna go and where all the different rooms in the studio are gonna go. Now, because it's a studio, if you don't know, is not a one bedroom. There's not a bedroom. It's just one room. It's one room and then there's a bathroom. So the only place that I'm going to make enclosed is going to be the bathroom. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. And because it's Tangy, listen, I could give the minimalist, you know, decoration of my dreams. Because I don't know if you guys know this from any of my previous builds, such as Rusty Factory, where if you get a cut, you will get tetanus and die. Or Power Plant, where if you get a cut, you will get tetanus and die. Or Desolate City, that is joyless and full of nothing but the color white. I don't really like to use color a lot in my builds. I frankly would rather make desolate wastelands filled with wheat fields. But you can't just make a house filled with wheat fields and call it a studio apartment. I mean, I guess technically, yes, you could, but personally, I would find that a bit of a cop-out, so I'm not going to do that. What was my point of going on this tangent? I don't remember. But I thought to myself, Tangy, she's colorful, she's fruity, she's fun, and I am at least one of those things. But so I said, okay, we're going to give her green. We're going with like a green-brown kind of idea for this, and I'm going to make that clawfoot tub. We're going to make her a disgusting yellow. Great. Now you might be thinking to yourself, EJ, you sound a little unhinged. How are you doing this build while also being so unhinged? And the answer is that, you know what? I just threw out my voiceover from before. I had a very lovely voiceover and I said, No, we're not gonna do that, okay? Because I went out tonight. I had a couple drinks and then I said, oh, crikey, mate. I have a video tomorrow. So we're recording the voiceover. You're not gonna get the EJ you want necessarily, but you're gonna get the EJ that you deserve. Why is there no wall mirror? I was looking through my stuff and I was saying, where's the wall mirror? I just want a wall mirror. So I put this stupid wall shelf, which, for one thing, can we all agree that that's not a shelf? That's a cabinet. That's a cupboard. That has doors. A shelf is just a piece of wood screwed to a wall. That's not what a shelf is, sir. Bob Animal Crossing. Learn what a shelf is before you name your cabinets, your cupboards, shelves. Stupid. So we put that there instead of a mirror, is what I'm saying. At this point, I'm thinking, are there other colors that I can do that's kind of more fun? I don't know. I want to make this more colorful. The yellow is just kind of random. Like, what's the point of it, you know? So I'm looking at the other colors. I'm saying, these kind of work, right? Spoiler alert, none of them do. I just go with the basic customization for the sink. I think I keep the wood for the toilet or something like that. We're gonna say maybe we put down some rugs, and by rugs I mean floor tiles to like separate it out. It doesn't look good, so I don't do that. We're not doing that, okay? We're not. You hear me? Instead, there we go. We're gonna put down a simple bath mat. It's gonna be yellow. It's gonna tie together everything, you know? Wow, that looks great. That really ties together the bathtub, you know? We love to see it. Okay, great. Looks great. I love that you can't see through partition walls. Now I'm looking and I'm like saying, okay, where's everything gonna be? And I'm like, cool, the bedroom's gonna be down here. And then over here is gonna be like the living area. And then over here is gonna be the kitchen. Great. Let's go work on the bedroom. Now here's the thing. I'm looking at this bed. I'm saying, let me see the customization options. And I'm making an informed decision that I don't want to use this bed. Now, if we were not in Happy Home Paradise, I would have to order this bed, go to the Straits to get it customized, and I would have to decide then, oh, I don't like this customization. Oh, I don't like this and then I would have to go back to the Straits, or I'd have to get a completely different bed. Why did they give us this power if they were not gonna give it to us when we're actually designing our interiors? Now, this bed that you see here, this double bed, stupid. Why? No, but I don't know that yet, okay? I'm gonna keep trying to make it work, but spoiler alert, we're not doing it. We're gonna use some shelves. We're gonna use some open wooden shelves. They're gonna carve out the space. They're gonna be like a wall, but not a wall, but like shelves. But they're gonna be a wall in the sense that they like divide up the space. And we're gonna say, doop doop, don't look over here. This is the bedroom. Ooh, you know. We're looking at mirrors. We're looking at dressers. We're saying this one, who knows? We go with this lovely wooden one in a lovely green color. And this is where I say, I don't know about this bed. And then I figure it out. Tangy's a mess. Tangy has a Pinterest board filled with design ideas. She has DIY projects. She has DIY aspirations, okay? She does not do them. She doesn't have the time. She does not even make her bed. She has a sloppy bed. And that's when I said, Tangy is a sloppy queen. And I love that for her. Also, look at the customization options for the sloppy bed. I mean, come on. To quote the one funny thing that Bag of Chips has ever said, much better. Let's milk that for all it's worth. Also, disclaimer, I'm like not actually intoxicated right now. It's just like late and I'm just kind of like, this is just how I'm feeling about this build right now, you know? Okay, sloppy sofa. Wow, this sofa is so sloppy. We're gonna make this the living room area and I'm like gonna mess around with a few things before figuring out. But here's what it's gonna be. The peppy villagers, they sing. And Tangy, she's a pop star. But you know what? She's a hyper pop star, but she's a mess. So I'm gonna give her a gamer PC with like an audio setup. And I was originally like, maybe she'll be a streamer. No, she's not a streamer. She has a SoundCloud. She has Fruity Loops. She has GarageBand, and she's She's breaking glasses and sampling it, you know? She's hitting random things around her house and sampling that, okay? And she's making a hyper pop anthem for all the sloppy queens. What does that sound like? Sloppy queen, where's the mess? Oh, it's everywhere. Oh, whoa. Like hyper pop, okay? Now, funnily enough, this gaming chair looks a lot like the gaming chair that I have. And if you want a gaming chair just like this, check out that link in the description and use code EJ for 20% off any Ewen products. Product placement. Hashtag ad. Actually, this was not part of the deal, but listen, she's gonna plug it. She gets a little bounce back if you buy. So if you want to buy a gaming chair, gamers, use the link in the bio. No, description. Now, my favorite way to design is just by pulling a bunch of crap out of this catalog and saying, yeah, I'll use like 20% of this. I have a very little short-term memory, and I lack a lot of object permanence when it comes to designing an Animal Crossing. When I try to recall what items I want to use, I can remember about 3, and I can't remember anything else. So if I see something, I know that I must spawn it in the room or else I will forget that it exists. It's like writing down everything, but like way less time consuming, and I actually do it. Speaking of being ADHD, I started working on the kitchen, but I'm not done with the living area. Yay. So naturally, if she's gonna be, you know, a sloppy queen, she's gotta have a TV. So we're gonna give her like a low board, you know, one of those, an entertainment system, if you will. And then we're gonna throw a TV on top of there. We're gonna throw some stuff on top of there. Boom! She's ready to entertain herself or others, whichever. Now, if there's one thing I personally love, it's a rug. I love rugs. They're great. And I use them to denote space. I thought, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I put a little cheeky orange rug in here? Because she's an orange. And I feel like she would embrace that. And from a branding perspective, she would embrace that, you know? Her special edition vinyl record that, like, record collectors in, like, Seattle or whatever are like, ooh, I'm gonna find a new Tangy album. You know? Like, it's orange. It's like an orange, clear vinyl, you know, and it looks like an orange because it's tangy, you know? She'd be a queen of branding. So the way I did this, I said, okay, let's focus on getting the big stuff in here first, as in the big furniture. Because I was done with the living area, I said, okay, let me go to the kitchen. Now, here's an annoying thing. The sloppy sink does not really have a green version, so I decided to go with white and lean into the white part of the wallpaper that I've been using. Everything's white. I got a white stove. I got a white fridge. And I got a white microwave. I feel like Tangy, like keeping with the sloppy thing, she doesn't cook that much here, but when she does cook, she makes a mean Kraft mac and cheese. And she saves a little bit of the pasta water after she strains the noodles and uses that to bring together her cheese sauce. Because she saw that in a Bon Appetit video one time, and she said, oh, okay. And so it makes her feel like she's really doing some cooking. Kind of like how the box cakes used to just be like, just add water, but then people felt like they weren't doing enough work, and so they weren't buying them, so they made them so that you needed to add like an egg and some oil in addition to like just the liquid. So they basically like made them slightly harder so that like our little monkey brains could be like, stimulation, I worked. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, she doesn't cook, so we're not worrying too much about it. It's clearly messy. It's gonna be a mess, and that's part of it. So she doesn't have like a true island. She just has a kitchen table that she uses as like an island to cut stuff. Now at this point, I guess I was just not feeling enough pain, so I decided to do this floor tile thing where I made a floor tile and I alternated it. Now let me tell you, this would be way more painful if I was back home and like in my house. It was still slightly painful, but it wasn't as painful as it could be, I would say. But look, it makes this cool effect where it's like tiles or something. Again, rugs to denote spaces, especially if you're doing a studio. I feel like that's important. Maybe if I say these tips loud enough and with enough passion, you'll believe that they're actually good. Now, around this time, I'm like, oh, okay, Tangy, not only is she sloppy, she has not really gotten real furniture yet. So she has like one real chair, and then she has like a folding chair, right? So like, you know, she got one chair from IKEA and it's green and orange. Cute, right? It's like, that's like the colors. It's like green, yellow, and orange is the colors that I picked for this thing. You know? And then she reads. I feel like Tangy's smart as hell. Y'all think she's dumb because she's like peppy or whatever? No. This Tangy woman, she's smart. She reads. So she's got this big old bookcase. Okay, so now we have like all the big furniture that's down on the floors and stuff. Time to go to the walls. Time to throw some shit on these walls. We're gonna do details now. So listen, wall stuff, ceiling stuff, little stuff. That stuff, it makes the stuff. It makes the room, okay? Anything that has a colorful customization, I'm using it. I'm in my kidcore era. I'm like, what wall decorations would Tangy have? I think for some reason in a British accent. Of course I put an orange wall-mounted clock because I just feel like she would be cheeky and have it. Come on. Now I feel like Tangy is the kind of girl. Tangy's the kind of girl who like you feel like she eats like, you know, a Kraft mac and cheese, a granola bar, and like 3 coffees, and like that's it. And you're like, girl, like how are you alive? Like you should be taking better care of yourself. But at the same time, she has like 17 plants in her house and they are thriving. They are living their best lives. And you're like, how can you take care of those plants but like only keep yourself minimally alive, you know? She's busy, but she's got beats, you know? She's got Fruity Loops to make. I'm just adjusting stuff. I'm saying, what's a good height? What's a good height for stuff? Who knows, you know? Now, you know, let's get some stuff on these tables, huh? You know, that table in the kitchen looking pretty bare. So we're gonna do a kitchen prep. I said this. She uses the table as a prep area, so I put the cooking prep area item. Sometimes we deal with illusions in our builds. Sometimes we use things exactly as they're intended. Hot take, there are not enough garbage cans in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I think that the fact that there are not enough garbage cans is emblematic of the way that Animal Crossing New Horizons, as an entry in the series, has tried to smooth down the rough edges of life and the villagers. No, I want there to be trash. I want people to punch me in the face and say, you're stupid, okay? And now it's time to put the detail things in the bedroom. So we're going to do a document stack, but it's going to be like edited so that it looks like, I imagine these are lyrics that she's like editing and stuff. It's a messy stack. So I'm like, okay. And then she's like, she just moved into this apartment, so she hasn't really gotten all her furniture yet. There's still some stuff in boxes. Side note, the aroma pots, very cute. I've been sleeping on the aroma pots. Now in my life, I want one. Hey, Bob Animal Crossing, why can't we why do we not have more shelf options? And why can't I have a little shelf that I can put a little mug on? Why are you deciding what goes on my shelves? What if I want other stuff on my shelves, you know? I don't like that. Now, I feel like she could definitely have some like starry garland. She could have like a light bulb. Like, listen, she's like an artsy girl, okay? She bought these off of like Amazon. And they're orange because Tangy. This is her like quirky vintage sign that she bought at like a thrift store or something when she was going like record diving or whatever. But like on a serious note, I'm not actually hating how this is coming out, which is pretty cool. And I think wall decorations really do a lot to bring to make a space feel like lived in and like homey or whatever, okay? Also, like, why not give her a skateboard wall rack? She's a skater girl. A skater girl. Now, you remember how I said, like, what if she like just moved into this apartment and she hasn't like had a chance to like get furniture and like unpack yet? What if we push that further and she's using boxes as furniture? Because I couldn't find a good side table, and so I just used this orange box. And that's cute, right? Because like oranges. It was at this point I thought to myself, wait a minute. I can still have my dream of Tangy being a strimmer, because there's plenty of music strimmers. So I said, well, if she's gonna be a strimmer, she's gotta have some bright wall neon looking things. So we're doing some alternating yellow and green neon lamps. Now, putting some wall art here, I was like, maybe she's got a bulletin board for projects. No. Why does she puts records up on her wall? All her favorite KK tracks. And she'll like sit and she's like, oh man, this KK song, deep cut, but like only the real ones like it, you know? And I feel like she calls everyone dude, she calls everyone man, you know, that kind of thing. She also obviously is a fan of Drive-In, of Go KK Rider, of KK Disco, because she has what? Taste, okay? I will put KK Bubblegum up there, but I don't think I've unlocked it yet in Happy Home Paradise. Now you might be saying to yourself, okay, he got the wall stuff. He's got the like little detail stuff. What else could there possibly be? Guess what? Ceilings. We can design our ceilings now. So I'm gonna throw some ceiling lights up there. So we're gonna get some hanging lamps. We're gonna, I wanna put them like some lamps in like the, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, things like that, you know? And one of my favorite things to do is also just like have not the big overhead lights on and just light the space with like actual in-space lamps and stuff. I just find that cute. I think that's cute. And with that, though, girl, it's done. It's done. We're done. She says, sweet, you've been waiting for this. You spent so much time. Yes, just for you. Tangy, I would die for you, Tangy. Just look at her. This Vivid Vivarium, I put all of the required items outside. Look at this camera angle. Come on. She's a gamer girl. She's got her Animal Crossing New Horizons limited edition Switch. God, I love her. So actually, let's be honest. Okay? This did not turn out as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was not as torturous as I thought it was going to be. And you know, this is the part where, you know, you went running with Dan, right? And you finished the run and you're like, okay, that wasn't that bad. So now the next time you run, it'll be easier and you won't want to die, right? Wrong. The next time you run, you will want to die right before and during, and you will still feel good afterwards, and that's just the way it's gonna be. What does this mean with interiors? Interiors, I will never like them. I will never like doing them. I don't like doing them. But I will do them, and I will feel good about myself after I have done them. And yeah. Okay, we're done. You're done. If you like this video, I love you. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Hit the like button. And if you watched the end, let me know by answering down below, what was the first thing you had to eat today? Surprising no one, the first thing I had to eat today was coffee. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay cute, stay hydrated, and most importantly, everyone, stay you. Okay, bye.